for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go. It's week 11. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Ready?
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80. Right touch. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Right to the air, Burrow. Into the hands of Pickett. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead right away. George Pickens the touchdown. Almost feel bad for those fans who went to get food before finding their seats here, Brock. While they're waiting in line, got a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage.
Now, I got a sense a few of them were scooting towards the tunnel to see what the roar was all about. Just like this guy scooted for the explosive touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Oh, he gets popped at the end of that one. What a painful end to what was a really solid run back. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Play action now with Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. Able to get it to Benson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down to the 47. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a second and short move play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass and similar down in distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Let's go now. Switch. Trap 60, trap 60. Panther Street, Panther Street. Ready?
Daniels on 1st down. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. They're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. And play good for 17 on a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Track. Viking 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
70 Timber. Hey, 19 Tiger, 19. Ready?
From the gun, it's Daniels. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Come on, come on. Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Mustang 19. Warrior 70. Check, Bobcat, check. Hey, check that. Street. 79 Broncos.
To throw again, it's Daniels. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Game's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
On one, ready?
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Hey, can. 11, 11. 11 MT.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no run connecting. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Here we go. Right, 80. Right, hot. 11.
On 2nd and 10 now. It's Burrow. The pass ball's incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Trying for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get 6 more on their early advantage. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Viking, 18, Pioneer. Hurt.
Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's 2nd down coming up. I'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
Panther 6, Buffalo 18, 60 Maverick. Check smash. 18 Rattler. Cougar 19.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Corey Horton, his intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
60 Eagles, Mustang 19. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Hey, check that, street.
Daniels throwing on third. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. Trying to find Brock Bowers. And that brings up 4th and long. Now the Raiders readying for the punt. And they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32.
12, 12, 12.
Burrow setting up the play action. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered feed on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. Absolutely fires this one right side. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it in the double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. The defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Smash. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Go.
1st down, run with Barkley. Fights his way through a tackle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. He busts those tackles.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolf.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Going left side, Bowers has it. And they make the tackle at the 38. Offensive line fast.
12 more yards. That's another Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Hank. Smash Broncos.
Throwing on 1st down, Daniels finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Check smash, check smash. Come on.
They give to Barkley, left side. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
70 rings.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Cowboys out in front. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range.
Panther 11, Panther 18, Pioneer.
To throw, Daniels. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. Well, he's going to get down safely. Picked up close to 6. Nice call on his part there, but it does leave them now with a third down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hurt, hurt. Right there, hurt. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
Third and short, Daniels. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
On for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
One of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10.
11. Here we go, here.
Burrow on the play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jeremy Tinn has got it. And the Raiders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Worked through his progression. Nobody available. And by the time he checked it down to the back, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Ready?
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Panther Street, Panther Street. Go check, go check. Trap 60, Mustang 19.
Back to throw, here's Daniels. This ball's cut by balance. And that tackle came at the last moment to save the first, didn't it? That sets up 3rd and short from the 37.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Panther 11, 18, Rattler, 18, check, Bobcat.
3rd and 1, Daniels. It's complete. This is Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders parlay the interception into points. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for 2 in the tie, but at least he made it. So the lead falls to a single point.
13.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Rolling out to his left. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He rolls to his right. Throws this one deep down the right side. And he's got it down the sideline. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
That's another Cowboys 1st down.
Here we go.
27 on the
From the red zone on 1st. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Kobe team. And the Raiders will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. 79 Broncos. Cougar 19. Hey, smash Broncos. Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers. 77 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready, ready?
Here's Daniels. Complete out to the right. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped.
Well, much credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, you have to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Mustang 19.
It'll be 2nd and 7 on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. 2nd down now. They need 7.
Ready, ready. Bronco 80. Trap 50. Trap 60. 19 Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Check. Hurt. Hurt. Go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down. We set it downs for him. It starts at the 38.
Go. Come on. Come on.
Handoff headed right. Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18 rattler. 18 rattler. Hurt. Hurt. Right there. Right there. Hurt. Ready.
Daniels now. Able to get it to Benson. And he goes out. Just need one more step there to reach midfield. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Daniels on 1st down. He beams one deep right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd down.
Go! Cougar 19. 79 Broncos. Free. Ready.
Daniels from the pistol. Finds some time left. He takes it himself. No one's around him. He's got space. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
On first down, here's Daniels. It's a screen to Barkley. And he gets this forward to the 19. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 19-yard line.
18, 5 in. Check out.
Now Daniels to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready, 7 Pirates, 70 Timberwolves. Viking, 18, check man, check man. 19 Lions.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take the lead just before halftime.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Extra point converted by Gay. And the Raiders push their lead to 6.
Raiders 20, Cowboys 14.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Here we go. God, go. 11 MT, take.
Burrow on first down. He's going to push one deep down. Oh, brother, hits another interception. Picked off by Darian Porter. And the Raiders will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, to put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
Check, hurt. Go, check. Go.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders will add to their lead at the end of the half. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Gay to add the extra point. He connects on the point after. And the Raiders bump the lead up to 13 points. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
Their own 35-yard line.
On 2, ready?
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Here we go. Hey, can. 11, empty.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's trying to go deep again. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone. Things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Quick slant to Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Just before halftime to get a timeout taken.
On 1, ready?
Here comes the final play of our first half.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. Throwing for the end zone. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the third quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
Corey's going to start with a run by Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Warriors 70. Hey, Chad. 65 catch. 65 catch. Cut 19. Cut 19. Ready.
Daniels back to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All set now. First and 10.
Crap going. Hey, check that. Street. Get it.
Running left. This is Barkley. Saw a lot of daylight there off the middle, and he took advantage. 5-yard gain. First down play, that's in 5. It's going to be second and 5.
Brings up second and
70,
5.
Street. Deputy. 19, Tiger.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it.
And that's no good. I don't know if the snap and hold worked clean, and he is not able to knock it through. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm wondering.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, first and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And the Cowboys first down. A gain of 14.
One, ready?
First and 10 from the 43. the shotgun. Burrow. Pass is caught by Blue. And they bring him down around the 34. Goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Sticking in the air. It's Burrow.
34-yard line.
Connects on the crosser. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
11 MT, 11 MT.
16-yard line.
11.
Working inside the red zone. He's got it. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points. All right, Brock, take me inside the helmet of a quarterback here as you're laying there after taking that hit. Are you asking your linemen? Are you listening to the crowd? What are you doing to find out if you made the connection?
Yes and yes and yes to all of it. You're listening to the crowd. That's kind of your first indicator as you're...
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And he gets them a fraction more breathing room out to the 3-yard line.
The score, Raiders 33, Cowboys 20. Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10.
Let's go now. Red, 38. Put.
Quick throw outside, and they might throw this again. He's got him. It's caught. And he's in. Oh, the double pass stuns him and ends with a touchdown. To add the extra point.
Point after.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders push the lead to 20.
40. Cowboys 20.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
On one, ready?
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10.
Gun. Stop. 11. Stop.
Play action now. Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to get that one to CD Lamb. So that brings up second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Here we go. 11 MT. Stop. Right 80. 11.
Pushing left is their running back.
Thomas.
Burrow throwing again on second and 10. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this third down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Big 13.
On third down, here's Burrow. Waited to his running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Las Vegas, first down.
Come on.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hawk 70. Panther Street.
Going to the ground again on first. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Rashawn Gary with that tackle.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. No gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. They're to the 45.
And the Raider first
Just
down.
1 quarter to go on Monday Night
First and
Primetime.
10 at the
It's the Raiders
45-yard
up by
line.
multiple touchdowns, and they've got the football. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
70 Timberwolf. Ready.
They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. He's still going at the 30.